Hello everyone, welcome to 4.2, multiply decimals and whole numbers. The essential question is, how can you use a model to multiply a whole number, and a decimal? So I'm going to teach you two ways. I'm going to teach you the algorithm way and the model way. Go ahead and pause to write down the steps. Okay, so hopefully you wrote down the steps. So for the algorithm, you multiply the numbers as normal, as if there were no decimals. You still put the decimals down, just multiply the numbers from right to left. Then at the end, when you have your final answer, you want to count how many digits are behind a decimal, and then from right to left, move the decimal according to how many of those digits were behind the decimal. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. With the model, I'll also show you how to do that as well. So hopefully you wrote down those steps. So let's go ahead and let's get to number one. I'm going to move number one up a little bit though. All right, cool. And we'll move, I think number two, I want to have its own page. So here's number two. Here's number one. So you can pause for number one. Pause for number two. All right, so let's do number one. So number one says, giant tortoises move very slowly, travel at a distance of about 0.17 miles in 1 hour. How far could a tortoise move if they traveled for 4 hours? So what you want to do is you want to fill in 4 groups of 0.17. So I'm just going to have pretend 0.17 to 17. So each of these is going to represent 0.1. So there's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You get 10, that's 13, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 6. You get 10. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that's 1, 2, 3. So I got one more. 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's it. There we go. Okay. So I have, well, that's not working right now. There we go. Okay. So I have 4 groups of 0.17 or 4 groups of 17, and I'm just going to count how many groups that is. Now I can just, what I can do is I can take, count what I have left over and subtract that from 100. Or I can say, okay, I have 17. 17 times 2 is 34. And I have 68. And you could even do the algorithm method. Okay, 17.17 times 4. Well, 4, 8. Okay, 28. 4 times 1 is 6. Okay, and now I'm going to count. I have 2 digits that are behind a decimal. You guys see that? So, going from right to left, I go 1, 2. My answer is 0.68. And you can see that here. I have 68 that are filled in, so 0.68. So that's how you use a model. For me, I like using the algorithm. It works a little bit better. I just multiply. I count how many are behind, right? And you see here I have 2. I have one digit behind here, and another digit behind the decimal. That's the decimal right there. And so I move it 1, 2, starting from right to left. It's very important. You start from right to left. Okay, so that's example number 1. Let's go ahead and let's do example number 2. All right, example number 2, find the product. So you can do this a couple ways. You can do this using your base 10s. You can say, okay, I have 3 sets of 0.46. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now, one of my rules was, if you have 10 tens, that represents one whole. So I have 4, 8, I'm just going to circle this, and that's going to represent 1 point, and I have 1, 2 left over, 1.2, and then 6, 12, 18. Well, I have to put that 18 in to that 20, that 2, which is 20, right? So it's going to be 3, 8. So that 2 changes to a 3. And that 8 stays the same. Okay? So that's how you use a model. Now, if I was just going to multiply, which in my opinion is the most simplest way, I have 0.46 and I have 3. Now, you don't have to put a decimal. It doesn't have to be 3.0. You don't have to line up decimals. It's different. It's different than adding and subtracting. You don't have to do that. I'm just multiplying as normal. Just pretend that's a 46, right? Just make sure you have that decimal there. 3 times 6 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Now, I have, how many do I have behind the decimal? Here's the decimal right here. And I have 1, 2. So I go 1, 2. And you see that my answer is the same as before, 1.38. So you can do the model or you can do the algorithm when you do the math. Either one, it doesn't matter to me. But that's how you do it. Thank you for watching and have a good one. Bye-bye.